Elon Musk defending his use of ketamine. It's a medication that many take to treat depression. This is in an interview with Don Lemon that was posted online yesterday. The Tesla CEO suggested that taking the drug has been beneficial for investors in his companies.
Tesla is worth about as much as the rest of the car industry combined, from nothing. So that's pretty good. As I mentioned, we had the best-selling car on Earth last year. So for an investor standpoint, if there is something I'm taking, I should keep taking it.
That's what he says, Jim. You pointed out that it is obviously a medication that is widely used. That, the Wall Street Journal's come after him on this, and so not unexpected that it would be at least part of this conversation.
It's actually a shame. Here's a man who admits that he has depression, admits that he takes a drug that has helped millions of people. And for that, he's pilloried. I mean, I think the guy is basically, I know it's hyperbole to say what he did, but I defend him as much as possible because there are many people who would never be brave enough to admit that they take this drug. And yet this drug is a lifesaver. Lifesaver meaning it saved a lot of people from killing themselves.
Yeah. Did not watch the entire interview, but I know, a good amount of it also dealing yet again with many of the issues that Musk and I discussed last May in terms of his need to share his every thought on so many different issues, many divisive issues, and why he does it. But, Jim, he did offer some things about the new Roadster, and maybe, I don't know if you have a reason why the stock was up yesterday, but maybe this is one reason, because he did talk about it sort of having some rocketry stuff in there, a combination of Tesla and SpaceX technology to create something that's not even really a car.
Well, he has said over and over again it's a tech delivery system. Maybe that's what this is. But I think that one of the things that's happened, David, if you speak to Steve Scher, a now outgoing CEO of Hertz, the used car value of a Tesla actually has gone up in the last month. And that's allowed, that's often a floor. That's allowed Elon Musk to raise prices. That's something that is counterintuitive to the narrative that we think. But it might be true. David, the writing off of the EV is a little premature. As you and I both know that we're all going to be driving EVs by 2030. I think that this is the bottom in the stock. I said that last night in Mad Money because I've been waiting for the prices of the used cars to bottom, and they are. So I'm excited about the Roadster. I'm excited about what he's doing. I just think that we need a refresh. There hasn't been a big refresh. This is a big refresh. It does matter tremendously. And in your interview, David, let me ask you. I got to ask you about in your interview, did you detect the importance of his mood in terms of creating things?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this is one of the most creative, not the most creative person of our era, other than Jensen Huang. And why should we care that he needs a legal substance to be able to create things that you and I can't create?
Yeah, that's a valid question. It's not necessarily one that I even think is really worthwhile of great discussion. To your point, sadly, there are a lot of people who deal with mental health issues in this country, and you want all of them to get the best treatment they possibly can.
Yeah, I worked with J&J on this to be able to see what it can do for people, and it's remarkable. And I just hope that people recognize from this man that he actually just saved a lot of lives. I don't think he meant to, but he did.